Welcome back to Peek into COS. Today, I'm joined by Gigi Turner, owner of Singing Bowls of the Rockies. Gigi, it's great to have you on the show.
Wow, it's my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, this is going to be a different kind of podcast for our listeners. I think we're going to be opening some people's eyes and ears and senses today to what Singing Bowls of the Rockies is all about. So can you tell us, I'm only going to ask you 3 times to give your website address. So tell them the website and then tell us a little bit about Singing Bowls of the Rockies.
Okay, well, the website is the singingbowlsoftherockies.com.
Easy. Singingbowlsoftherockies.com. Okay.
Yes, very easy. Well, the Singing Bowls of the Rockies, it's more than a studio with relaxing purpose. It's an connection between the ancient wisdom and the modern science. It's a space, it's a sanctuary where people go to relax, to heal, to let go the stresses of everyday life.
Yeah.
Stresses of traveling.
Sure.
I always say when I go on a trip, I need another vacation.
Yeah. Right.
Yes. And I have there about 200 instruments from all over the world, from Brazil to Ecuador, Guatemala, Japan, Korea, India, China, of course, and everything between. And we play with incredible musicians as well. And yeah.
I wrote something down because I spent some time on your website.
Oh, thank
and
you.
I wrote down one of your missions is to experience deep relaxation through soothing tones of singing bowls and global instruments to melt away stress and revitalize your senses.
Absolutely.
I thought that was really, who doesn't need that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Who doesn't need that? Yes.
So that is Singing Bowls of the Rockies' kind of mission and hopeful outcome for people who come in. So let's talk about your background, because you have a really interesting background that, kind of tell us what led you to Colorado Springs, and let's talk about you.
Wow. I was born in Brazil, and I grew up in a big family. A lot of struggles, during that time, but also a lot of love and support and strong community, which, allowed us to connect to each other and support each other. And it's something that I brought with me throughout my life. Create community, support, and being there, really, for each other. And then I came here and I get my doctorate in psychology. I became a professor of psychology and also a clinician.
Where'd you get your degree and where were you teaching?
At the Colorado School of Professional Psychology,
Okay.
which later changed to something else and
Okay.
moved from Colorado Springs.
Got
Yes.
it.
But to continue answering your question, so Colorado Springs, by synchronicity, became the perfect place to do this, right? When the energy of the mountains, people come here seeking for this energy, for nature, for the vibrations of Colorado Springs in terms of not only the nature itself, but the people in Colorado Springs.
Right.
Right? And I found that where else can I go? I actually looked.
Yeah, you thought about it.
I thought about
Yeah.
it. But no, he is absolutely the perfect place for me. And, to start this, like, 10 years ago, over 10 years ago, and
Okay.
I knew this was the right place.
See, Gigi, one of the things we try to do on this program is educate both residents
Yes.
and visitors about what's here in our own backyard.
Yes.
And there are, a lot of people who know the big attractions, the Garden of the Gods and Cave of the
Yes.
Winds and, the Broadmoor and things like that. But for Singing Bowls of the Rockies, for us, we really want to have listeners learn about something that is here that they may not know about, and the importance, I'm sure, in your world of word of mouth. I mean,
Yes.
how do people find out about you? I thought, or I believe you have a great website. I learned a lot in going to your site, but we have staff at Visit COS who have experienced the Singing
Yes.
Bowls of the Rockies, and they just gave me a testimonial. Like said, Doug, you've got to experience this.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, they were great. So, being a doctor of psychology, what really inspired you to become what they would call like a sound bath practitioner? I know Colorado Springs was part of it, but you could have probably gone anywhere. But you made an intentional decision to become a sound bath practitioner.
Yes.
Talk about that.
I will talk about that, but I'll go back a little
Yeah.
bit where you were saying about educating people
Please.
about what is in our backyard, right? And amazingly, I get so many visitors. One day I had like 30 people, and that day, 28 were visitors in Colorado Springs. And I don't know why, I do know it was a coincidence, but many of them, what they say is this was one of the best thing we experienced in Colorado Springs. I think it's because of the uniqueness of it, right? Unexpected. And suddenly I was an Airbnb experience, and they find this, and they said, well, let's try. And then they found that amazing, incredible, little thing they just stumble into.
Okay.
Yes. But how did I make this transition,
Yes.
right? Studying mind and behavior and traumas and relationship, family issues, and all of that for so many years. And then I made this transition to do sound bath. For a surprise of my colleagues, right?
Okay. All right.
What happened is one day I was pretty stressed, like giving and demand and expectations and all of that, right? That we all go through one day. I decided to try the sound bath, and after 1 hour, I came back, and I was like, "Where did I go?"
Wow.
Right? It was an incredible experience, and I said, the first thing that came to my mind was, this is what we're missing in our profession.
Okay.
I always knew there was something that was missing.
Right.
And I couldn't name it. I didn't know what it was. In that moment, I knew not that anything replace anything else. This does not replace psychotherapy, right?
Right.
But it complements it.
Okay.
And what it brought in that moment, I said, and I hear this all the time, how many sessions of psychotherapy you take me to go through the barriers, the defenses that we have, and meet myself raw, what is there, what I need. And the vibrations did that, and I was sold that day.
And that happened here in Colorado Springs?
Here in Colorado Springs,
Okay.
went a visitor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many sound baths are there in Colorado Springs?
Oh, wow. Right. When I started, almost nobody knew even what sound
Right.
bath was, right? And today, it's many.
Okay.
I don't know how many, because it's a lots of new starters that, buy a set of bowl and they enjoy. They also see the benefit. Many come to a sound bath like me and say, wow, this is something I want to do
Sure.
for others,
Right.
right? And actually, that's something I want to do now. Is my next goal is to create a Sound Bath Association of Colorado Springs.
Wow.
So we can support each other and learn with each other and grow together, and work with.
I love that because you could. What I'm hearing you say is we don't compete.
No.
We complement. We're helping people, and so I think it's wonderful. Whether there's restaurant associations, there are hotel associations, because when people have things in common, they want to talk about where does it hurt and how can we help one another and this, that, and the other. And so for a sound bath association, I think that would help the local industry with having a common voice.
Yes.
So I'm glad to hear you announce that and say that.
And it's when we rise together, right? We bring each other to provide better service, especially in this area that is new, relatively new here in Colorado Springs, right? And we want to make sure that when we provide the service, we all doing the best we can.
Sure. You said something earlier I want to ask you to elaborate on a little bit. You talked about the energy of the mountain.
Yes.
Talk to me and tell our listeners a little more about what do you mean by that?
I think it's something that everybody experiences. It's personal, but I experience it myself, and I hear people, because people that come to Sound Bath is kind of people that are in connection with energies of the universe, of nature, themselves, right? So I hear people saying that they feel the energy of the mountains. They feel the vibration. They feel the mountain healing somehow, that when they go for a hike on the mountain, they come back and they feel their vibrations are different.
Okay.
And I do feel that. Like I hug tree, and I tell everybody to hug trees.
Yeah, there you go.
The ponderosas, they hug you back, and you feel that vibration if you just breathe with them and stay there. They are there for you. They love you, and you feel that vibration from the trees, from the mountains.
Okay, wonderful.
You have just to look for it.
Yeah, okay.
And be open to experience it.
Okay, thank you. That's a great explanation. We are going to play a short clip to give people an idea of what a sound bath experience is like. But before we do that, you have brought an instrument. And can you tell us a little bit and show our listeners what you brought and talk about why you brought it?
Yes, this is a crystal harp. I have two of them. I brought this one today, it was smaller.
Okay.
But they are made of almost pure crystal. And they have all the sound, the music notes and the chakras that activate our energy points in our body. Would you like to hear a little bit?
No, I would not. Of course
but then
I would.
You'll hear anyway.
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. Just like, So, but this goes together with the guitar, the flute, the handpan, and all the singing bowls together. People really have chills, when I play this. It's one of my favorite instruments. This one is 432 hertz. The other one I have is 440. That goes more with the traditional. But I'm almost 100% of the people, I say 95% of people love this instrument.
Well, the sound itself, it's soothing.
They should be, right?
Yes. That is, I really...
I don't know how it comes on the microphone here, but in person. And I go, like everybody's lying down, and I go over the body, and back and forth on the heads and the body, and people feel
Oh,
that
this is
vibration.
great. Okay, so this leads us to um, asking you to give a little description to listeners to have them understand from, I assume, that they would make a reservation online?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Everybody makes a reservation, yes.
Okay, so you make a reservation. Tell us where you are physically located. What's your address?
We are right here downtown. It's 76 South Sierra Nevada.
Uh-huh.
Sierra Madre.
Sierra Madre. Sierra Madre.
Nevada. Sierra Madre, Suite C.
Okay,
Yeah, and it's free parking lot.
good.
And
So somebody walks in the front door.
yes,
Would you paint a picture for them of, if it's their first time, what the experience, what would it be like?
okay. So they walk on the front door, and there you'll be all the instruments, all the big singing bowls that is very my signature. I have one that's like 36 inches, and it was on the Burning Man festival.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yes, and I have many of those big giant bowls, and the reason I have them is because they have a very deep, soothing and science-proof relaxing, because they immediately activate the brain waves, and the brain waves start slowing down almost immediately.
Really?
Yes, so that's the reason I have. But so when they walk in, that's the face with all the bowls,
Okay.
all the instruments. I usually have an amazing guitar player. So I do a combination of the sound bath with the singing bowls and the healing instruments and music. As you know, music have been proven again and again to help people to heal, to help in many ways. So I do a combination, and it's also very pleasant. The guitar, the flute, the handpan, a gong, and many shakers, and all those instruments together. So the person comes, and I have create soft beds for them to lie
okay.
down.
Yeah,
So they don't have to lie down in hard floor for a long time.
right.
And they just lie down, and guess what? Believe or not, people paid me to lie down and do nothing. But
What a great job.
the best job in the world.
Right.
And live transformed.
Wow.
But
How long are they there?
they are there for 1.5,
90 minutes.
90 minutes, and sometimes 2 hours.
Okay.
If I am having cacao ceremonies, I also do yoga. I do collaboration with other practitioners such as breath work, yoga, Reiki. So, different events.
Yeah.
And some are 1.5 hours, some are 2 hours.
Okay. I did see on your website that you do have special events.
Yes.
And then there are also, if someone wants to come in and book a time, could they ever do it just for themselves, or is it always part of a group?
Absolutely. And that happens a lot with visitors, because happen at the time they are here. I don't have a group event, right? And they book individually, or sometimes couples, sometimes a group that are traveling together.
Yeah.
I very often get group traveling together to book a session. And yes, I offer retreats. I play for conferences all over Colorado. Weddings. I play for a wedding in San Francisco.
Wow.
It's an incredible experience. People come to Colorado Springs for weddings at Garden of the Gods, right?
Right.
And just imagine having a gong opening that ceremony.
Yeah.
It grounds the bride, the groom, anybody that's present, bring it to that moment, and then, they are ready.
I can picture that.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like the imagine the picture itself is beautiful, right?
yes.
Like the Court of the Gods, the wedding, the instruments, and yeah.
I just can't think of anyone who could not benefit. We started this whole thing talking a little bit about stress.
Yes.
And we all have it. Some of us are carriers, right?
Carriers?
Of stress.
Yes.
That we can give stress to other people unintentionally or intentionally.
Absolutely,
But
yes.
I could just, this really, to me, is a matter of making people aware that we have this beautiful asset in our community, and that you don't have to travel, to San Francisco or up the Front Range somewhere. That we have this fabulous benefit of doing and making something part of your trip. So for listeners, I hope that you will, you certainly will be able to see Singing Bowls of the Rockies on our website and visit COS.com, but clearly singingbowlsoftherockies.com is a place that one of the things I enjoyed about your site was the clip, the 4-minute clip that is the sounds of what you would experience. And I was sitting in my office and I thought to myself, okay, before I hit this button, I turned the lights out in my office.
Very good.
Because I wanted to just not make it like another video that you're going to watch or listen to. And I found that was very, very soothing. And so I want to compliment you. I think you do have a great website. You have pictures of the various guitarists and people that with their backgrounds. I think it really, for someone who's never experienced it, or if you've experienced it in other cities, your site really is inviting and telling people to come in. So before we wrap up, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor for this particular episode, which is the Visit Colorado Springs Wellness Pass. How perfect is that?
Well, yes,
right?
wow.
It's a new year, new you. The Wellness Pass will feature deals and discounts to various spas, massage studios, and relaxation experiences around the Pikes Peak region, so you can prioritize your wellness this year. Launching soon, so be on the lookout. Okay, so you have told me that you've lived in Colorado Springs for 32 years? Okay. Well, we close the episode, each episode, by asking our guests 3 questions. Okay? I can't wait to hear how you answer these questions. Okay, the first one. In 3 words, how would you describe Colorado Springs?
3 words.
3 words.
A great vibration. A great vibration that you can't miss.
That's 6 words, but a great vibration you can't miss. Okay, yeah. So that's, I would expect that it had vibration in some way, shape, or form. Okay. Second question. When you think of our area, the Pikes Peak region, what is your favorite hidden gem?
The Singing Bowls of the Rockies, of course.
Okay. But when you have to go somewhere for yourself, Gigi, okay, where is your getaway place outside of Singing Bowls of the Rockies?
I go hike on the mountains.
Okay.
Any trail. We have so many trails, and it's so hard to pick which one is the most beautiful one.
Okay, so if
That's more than 3 words.
So if somebody, that's all right. No, that one we can elaborate on. But if somebody's out on a trail and they see somebody hugging a tree, it could be Gigi Turner.
It could be me. Yes, it could be me hugging the trees. Hug the trees too. Experience this beauty of the mountains, the trails we have here.
All right. So after 32 years, third question, do you still have something on your bucket list that you haven't done yet?
In Colorado. Wow, in Colorado Springs, right? I haven't done the zip line.
Oh, you've never done a zip line.
No, and I always want to.
Okay.
And we have it at the Cave of the Winds, which we do some baths, and I see it all the time.
Right. Yeah, there
And
are numerous places
numerous,
where you can do
yes.
zip line.
Yes.
So that's something, yeah, I could see that would be an experience that you would want to try to get off your bucket list and check that. I would agree with that.
And then I go to the sound bath to slow down my heartbeat.
You're right. Exactly. Okay, so I'm going to ask you now, just to kind of put a bow on this whole conversation for our listeners, as to what you'd like to emphasize and share about the benefits and how to get more information. I'm going to let you wrap it.
Okay. Well, the benefits of the sound bath are a long list. Like we said, come for relaxation, and that is the main goal, right? To relax, to release the stress. But throughout these years, and science now is proving it's much deeper than that. Sound is touches us in a place that no words can go. I haven't seen anything else that touch us in that deep level. And each person experiences it differently and is according to what is going on for that person. And that day is what the person needs that day. It's worth for everyone to try. It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Nothing is.
Right.
But it's definitely worth trying.
Well, and Gigi, as I'm listening to you describe this, when you think back to how this city was founded, 1871.
Absolutely.
It was founded on wellness.
Absolutely.
I mean, General Palmer wanted people to come here to get cured.
Yes.
Right? And though we didn't have the term medical tourism at that point in time,
Yes.
he was very intentional about using our altitude and our sun to have people from overseas and the East Coast, his friends, to come and see and experience the mountains of Colorado Springs.
Yes.
So I think that, what you are doing, General Palmer would just look down
And say yes.
And say yes. That's an experience that our residents and our visitors, we've wanted them to do this since the city was founded. So I think it's just great that you were called to stay here, to study here, to teach here, and continue to provide a service that is second to none. So thank you for what you're doing. And,
absolutely, thank you. It's
we appreciate it.
my purpose.
Yes, it's wonderful to have a purpose. So in this new year, I hope that people will come to Singing Bath of the Rockies .com and book their next time. Gigi, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, and I hope to see you in my studio next time.
Will you give us a little
Oh, there.
little out? Exactly.
Yeah.